I am making protein oatmeal right now, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to talk about, but I think I'm going to talk about the fact that, like, if you force something, it's not going to work out. If you try to force a fart, it's going to be shit. It's going to be shit if you try to force a fart. And that's just, like, it's a funny way to say it. It's a funny way to say it, but I think, like, a more friendly way of saying that is, like, you can't force a flower to bloom. It's got to bloom naturally, and you got to feed it. You got to give it sunlight. You got to give it water. You can't make it happen forcefully, because that just, like, disrupts nature. And I think I've struggled with that sometimes, rather than letting things flow through me naturally, just trying to get it to be how I want it to be, and not letting God's plan unfold, because that's the perfect plan. That's the perfect plan. You got to just trust that God has it. And when you have that trust and you have that confidence, it's so relieving, and it's like a weight being taken off my chest. Now, I'm trying to force a video right now, to be honest, and my chest feels heavy because I'm having a hard time letting myself speak completely. And there's blockages, and I'm not afraid to admit that. I do have blockages. I have blockages every day. There's resistance every day. And you know what? I just thug it out and I just push through it, because things are going to be uncomfortable. Things aren't going to be easy sometimes. And that's just life. That's just life. But if you truly commit to something and keep trying regardless, it'll work out just fine. But that doesn't mean forcing shit, because we don't do that around here. We set the intention and we let the wheels go into motion on its own. Now, talking while cooking, for me, I'm a multitasker on occasion, but I'm probably better at cooking if I just completely focused on it. But I really want to talk. I want to talk, and there's resistance that's going on in my life. And regardless of that resistance, I'm stronger than that. You're stronger than your problems. You're literally a seedling of God, just walking this earth. You're not your body. You're a soul living a human experience. And that's really what I am. I'm just, like, floating through this universe. And in this moment in time, I'm making a bowl of oatmeal. So I got my oats right here. I put a half cup of that, and then a cup of water, and I have salt and cinnamon. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put an egg and protein powder in there, and then a whole bunch of, like, toppings and stuff, because I can enjoy things and eat things that I enjoy eating while still sticking to my goals. And I think compromise is very important when trying to reach your goals. Like, if you're staying up late every single night trying to achieve your goals and you're not taking care of your health, how do you think you're going to achieve those goals? Because health is really wealth. If I'm not taking care of myself and I'm trying to talk to somebody else, or, like, I made this example before, like with my boyfriend, rather than staying up late talking to him and being tired the next morning, and when I do see him, I'm exhausted, I can take care of myself so I can love him better when I do see him in real life. So thinking like chess, like, think 2 steps ahead. And really what's most important is your health. Your health is an investment. And I was talking with my mom this morning, actually. She was talking about, like, what was it? Creatine. We were talking about creatine. She was like, oh, like, it's so expensive. And I was like, I'm thinking about taking creatine soon. But it's really an investment, and you gotta think of your time as money, because time really is money. And if you budget it, it's literally budgeting. You budget your time, you budget your money. And if you, in that sense, whenever I'm about to buy something, pretend I'm gonna buy a $15 lunch, I think, I work at Chick-fil-A, so that 1 hour is about $14. And I think, okay, this is 1 hour of my life for this lunch. Is it worth it? The lunch was amazing. It was like last Thursday on spring break, and I was with my friend Issa, and I got this like bacon, egg, and cheese, cream cheese sandwich on a bagel, and it was amazing. But you really got to take into account what you're doing with your time and how it's really gonna reflect back to you. Because everything you put into your life, the input always brings an output, and it's gonna be direct. It's not gonna be indirect. Exactly what you put into yourself is exactly what you're gonna get back. And I think a concept that I heard recently was, like, if you put in 80%, you're gonna get 80%. But if you put in 100%, you're gonna put 1,000%. And it's in the last 20% of trying that the magic happens. The magic happens in that final push, and realizing that has really made me see how the little things add up. Because that 20% for me is like, oh, if I'm tracking my macros or something like that, and it's like the little things I let slide. Like, obviously, I'm a teenage girl. I'm gonna wanna eat my sweets and cookies and stuff like that, but it's the little excuses, that's the 20%, and my old self trying to hold me back from achieving my goals. Everything that's holding you back, that resistance, is you. You're that resistance, and it's your old self trying to stay alive, because you're trying to kill that old version of yourself and bring in the new version of yourself. But it's literally like an ego death. I think that's what it's called, where like you don't want to, that part of you doesn't want to die, because it's easy to stay there. It's easy to be comfortable. Comfort is easy. It's so easy to sleep in. It's so easy to eat unhealthy. But if it was easy to be a better version of yourself, everybody would be a better version of themselves. And in this point in time, not everybody, rarely anybody, is trying. And I can't completely blame them, because the whole system was completely made to keep everyone back. That's like, I could go off about that for hours, but I'm not. Oh, I think this is too hot. I turned it down, but all right, so we got that egg in there, and I'm just stirring this up. But no, yeah, you've got to kill the other version of yourself. You got to kill what's holding you back, because you can't serve two masters. You can't serve two masters. You're either in or you're out. And that's not an all or nothing mindset, really, because like, well, it sort of is an all or nothing mindset, but if you go into it with an all or nothing mindset rather than I'm acting like the better version of me, you're gonna fail. So show up as the better version of yourself rather than thinking you're still this person and you're just trying to do different things. You've got to completely change your identity. It's an identity switch. If you still identify with a version of yourself who sleeps in and talks negatively about themselves and thinks that they're a loser, then you're just going to keep making those same exact mistakes. You've got to change your identity. It's easy. It sounds easy to say it out loud, and it is simple. It is simple. It's simple, but not super easy, to be honest. Because I still struggle. I'm human. I'm not expecting anybody to completely change overnight. Changing overnight, it can happen, but the majority of us can't do it, and I'm not one of them. I'm not God. Don't tell my mom. I just made a mess. I'm gonna have to add more water to that. But it all starts with the identity. Do you see yourself as someone who is lazy? Do you see yourself as someone who can't achieve it? It all starts with the mindset. It's like your body is your mind and your mind is your body. Your mind is your life. Everything that starts up here, it comes out. Like what I said, input, output. Everything you input comes out. It's just law. It's law. Whatever you think about most, whatever you focus on, whatever you consume most, you are what you consume. You are what you think about. You are what you do. And you are who you associate yourself to be and who you associate yourself with. I know it sounds sort of complicated, but just look at what you're putting into your life, look at what you're putting into your body, look at what you're putting into your brain, and notice how that's exactly what's coming back to you. It's direct. It's literally direct. There's no wiggle room for that. There's no wiggle room. I've been eating like shit the past 5 days. It's spring break, so there's a giant mess. It's spring break, so I'm not gonna like dog on myself for having some leeway, because I'm having fun with my friends. I'm going out and we're going to the springs and the beach and having fun and walking around downtown, and I'm having a great time. And I'm not worried about losing progress, because I know that I now identify with a version of myself that does better. I can have balance. I can go out and hang out with my friends, and I can come back home and I can lift and I can eat healthy. because that's just who I am. If I identified with a version of myself that always hangs out with people and doesn't care about myself and sometimes lifts, then I'm not gonna do that on a day-to-day basis. I'm not gonna lift, I'm not gonna eat healthy, but I identify as somebody who does do that. And I didn't always identify as somebody who does that. I used to not have a good self-concept for a long time. But it comes with inner work. It all starts in here. So this is what the protein oatmeal is looking like so far. Pretty sure it's like almost done. I'm gonna put my seasonings away. It's an absolutely gorgeous day out today. Take a look at this. Look at that, spring has sprung. And my hair is tea. This is about to taste delicious. I'm gonna have my boyfriend over in a little bit and we're gonna go to youth group and I'm gonna see my friends and I'm gonna have a great time. I lifted this morning. I had an Orange Theory class with my mom. I spent time with my mom. I briefly saw my sister this morning before she left for school. And I'm gonna do some schoolwork later too. I have an essay to write and I can enjoy my life and achieve my goals, because achieving your goals is having fun. It's fun to achieve your goals. And the process isn't easy. The process isn't easy, but I know this is corny, but it's the journey. It's the journey that matters. And, you know, I was actually thinking to myself yesterday, like, wow, like I feel like I haven't made much progress in my life. And I feel like all my efforts haven't really done anything that much. But I saw this one video, I think it was this one YouTuber, Kelly B. Story, and she made a video saying, like, if you don't think you've made progress, think to yourself, would you trade your life with who you are a year ago? Absolutely not. Who I was a year ago doesn't compare to who I am now. Because I've improved. I've improved so much. My relationship with food is healed. My relationship with my mother and my father is healed. And life is just better. Life is just better. And even if a year ago your life was better than, it seems better than you think it was now, you can't live without gaining knowledge. You know more than you did a year ago. There's zero chance you know less than what you did a year ago. Because your subconscious picks up on everything. Your subconscious doesn't forget a thing. And you've gone through experiences, hard experiences, fun experiences, met new people. I haven't even met all the people that I'm gonna love yet. All the people in my life that I'm gonna love and that are gonna love me, I haven't even met them yet. And that's such a beautiful thing to think of. Like, this is really just the beginning. My life has just begun. You know, I don't even have my license yet. I'm gonna get my license soon. I'm not wasting this, I don't care. My life has literally just begun. I'm gonna get a cloth to wipe this up. So I'm really in no hurry. I'm in no hurry whatsoever. I can take steps daily to achieve my goals. I can take steps daily to get better, because it's inevitable. My success is inevitable because I'm giving it to God. I'm not worrying. Ooh, this is a bar. This is a bar. You know what I heard? To worry is to worship your problems. To worry is to worship your problems. Because when you worry about something, obviously there's a problem you're thinking of. And why are you letting it live in your brain rent-free? Why are you letting it completely ruin your day? You're literally worshiping it. You're literally worshiping your problems, and it's we don't do that around here. Any pessimists, I don't talk to them. All right, so this is the protein oatmeal. I'm gonna put some chocolate chips in here and some banana. Chocolate chips. Today's gonna be such a good day. I'm so hyped. Oh, can't wait for my boyfriend to come over. We were talking the other day, and when you find somebody that's so easy to communicate with, everything just flows perfectly. I genuinely love it. It's the best. Because without communication, that's nothing. If you can't talk about shit, then Why bother? Literally, why bother? Yeah, think positive today. You know, open up your journal, write down 5 things you're grateful for. Go frolic in the sun. Go touch some grass. Go drink a cup of water. Go make yourself some nice tea. Go take a dog for a walk. I should probably walk my dogs. It's so beautiful out. Oh, I got really sunburnt a few days ago. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah. So I probably shouldn't be going out too much, but you know, I've hit 7,000 steps. I'm aiming for 12,000 steps a day. But yeah, it's only like 1 o'clock. I'll definitely get 12,000. Light work. If I went into it with the attitude of, oh, I can't reach 12,000, it's 1 o'clock, then what do you think is gonna happen? You gotta just think positive. It's not that hard. It's free. It's free to think positive. Okay, 7 grams chocolate chips. And then banana. All right, so I got a banana right here. Man, I love bananas. Oh, maybe I should have put peanut butter powder in this. That's all right. All right, how many? 45 grams. Oh, this is probably not safe, but you know, fuck it, we ball. So 45 grams of banana going in there. There we go. See, it's that easy. It's that easy. I said I didn't want to talk today. I said that like I was having a hard time letting myself completely flow. And you know what, there's still like a burning in my chest, but it's probably because I had an energy drink and those aren't really great for you, to be honest. But it's C4, so it has creatine, so like it balances it out. Anyways, here's my bowl. I'm gonna devour this. And how many grams of protein is this? It's like 40 grams of protein. Did you hear that? Goodness gracious. All right, bye.